Shortness is all the rage in the rifle world these days, and there's no better way to achieve shortness than with a bullpup design. Bullpups have the rifle's action at the very rear, up against the shooter's shoulder. That allows a very short overall length while maintaining an effective barrel length. Several modern military rifles use the bullpup configuration, and one of the best of them is the Tavor, which has been adopted as the service rifle of Israel and a number of special forces and police agencies in other countries. A semi-automatic version of the Tavor was introduced in this country in 2013. Feedback since then has led to an improved version, the X95. It uses a long stroke piston system, as abundantly proven in the M1 Garand and AK-47 rifles. The piston is fixed to the bolt carrier and travels forward and back with it during the firing cycle. The long stroke piston system provides very positive extraction and ejection in any weather conditions, and resist stoppages caused by sand, an important consideration in Israel's desert environment. In response to suggestions from U.S. consumers, the X95 has some improvements over the original Tavor. The magazine release has been moved to the location familiar to generations of AR-15 users. The charging handle, which had been located at the front of the rifle, has been moved to the rear of the forend, a boon to short-armed users. The forend has 1913 accessory rails at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions, with rail covers for comfortable carrying when accessories aren't affixed. The original Tavor had a very large trigger guard that's ideal for shooting with a gloved hand, but some U.S. shooters preferred a more conventional look, so you can substitute a standard pistol grip with smaller trigger guard. The bolt release button is smaller and lower to help prevent inadvertent actuation. The most important change is the one you can't see. The one thing that U.S. shooters didn't like about the original Tavor was its rather heavy trigger. That's been dealt with in the X95, which has an entirely new trigger unit that provides a 5-pound pull. The chrome-lined barrel is hammer forged with a rifling twist of 1 turn and 7 inches to stabilize both commercial bullets and military projectiles like the M855 and SS-109. The flash suppressor is the A2 style, with a closed bottom to limit position disclosure in dusty climates. The Tavor accepts any standard AR magazine and is provided with a polymer 30-round unit.
It's fun to shoot, huh?
It is a hoot.
So this is a really different shooting gun.
It is. For starters, the X95 is a little back heavy, whereas your regular M4 AR carbine is more balanced a little bit better, sometimes front heavy, depending on what you got up there.
And what I noticed when you're shooting it is that during rapid fire, it stays down.
It does, it does. Again, with the AR or M4 carbine, the tendency for the barrels to come up and to the right during recoil. This has got more of a straight line design, which pushes it more straight back into your shoulder. So it'll keep you on target a little bit better when you're putting strings together.
All right, let's talk about how much space is on that accessory rail.
Right, well, an army like the Israeli army is going to need every inch of this real estate to put things like holographic sights, red dots, traditional magnified optics such as this, and even night vision, so they'll need all of it.
And people really want to be able to customize their gun, which
That's
is
right,
great.
make it yours.
Yep, absolutely. What do you think are some other features that stand out?
Well, the coolest thing about this gun is that it's left-handed friendly. AR is not so much because you have brass flying across your face as it ejects. This, you can take the charging handle, put it on the right side, have it kick brass out the left, so it's going totally opposite of your face if you're a lefty.
Which is great. And I noticed there's a little lip at the front. Tell us about that.
That's right. Well, with a bullpup, your hands are kind of close together, and so the tendency is to come up a little too far. But that lip will keep your hand from flying up there in front of the muzzle.
Which is wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, if you want to get your hands on this gun, all you have to do is go to galleryofguns.com and click on the Gun Genie. Enter your zip code, and a list of Gallery of Guns affiliated dealers will show up in your area with the prices they'll ask for your new gun. Order with a major credit card, and you can be shooting this within just a few days.
And remember, your new gun will come with Davidson's guaranteed lifetime replacement policy. If you ever experience a factory defect in a gun purchased from us, we'll replace it absolutely free, for life. Where else are you going to get a deal like that?